Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm in the town of Port Colborne, Ontario, Canada. And what I'm going to show you in this video is their historical and marine museum, and then I'm going to go over to the canal and show you how one of the bridges they have raises and lowers itself to let the big ships through the canal. Show you some of the canal scenes all along it, and then I'm going to take you over to the city park and show you some interesting things over there as well. This is a very interesting little town, so come along with me and I'll show you what it has to offer. There is the museum building, and outside here they have this control room from, I think, a fairly small ship, and whatever this is. And over here is a really big rowboat, I guess it is. The seating here seems to indicate so. There's a big anchor, and that tells about it. Really big propeller, and they got some buildings back here. And apparently it is more than a museum. There's a map of the grounds, and it gives the names of the buildings here. This first building was somebody's home. There's some various cooking equipment there, and they got a carriage inside here, and there's an upstairs to go to the bedrooms. Next is a schoolhouse. Oh, this is the barest one-room schoolhouse I've ever seen. And this building, as you can see, is a log house. Got a dining room table there and a stove. And here's one of the bedrooms. And it's from 1850. We've got a really nice gazebo here. And this really big building is Arabella's tea room. So that's a regular business for people to come in and enjoy tea and biscuits. They have a blacksmith shop with blacksmith equipment in there. And I wonder what this building, big building, is here. Well, apparently it's the home of this buggy. And there it is. They got it protected behind glass. This tells all about it. And that's a two-seater. Looks nice. And this old millstone has some information about it here. And this is out behind some of the old buildings. I wonder what this little building here is. Got one more old building here to look at, and this has a really big, I guess that's a weaving machine, and there's a wheel there. This tells about the building. Yeah, that's how they used to make old rugs. See that rug under there? Just like this one. Bigger wheel here. Interesting. Well, now let's go inside the museum building. This is really nice. This shows Lake Erie, and it shows the locks going down quite like Ontario. This shows the depths, some of the details of the canal. These are two different beehives, something I did not expect to see in here. Somebody's got a miniature shoe collection with 180 shoes. Wow. An old compact computer. All kinds of various tools and things in the display here. Don't know why there's roosters, dice, all kinds of things in here. And this, of course, is, guess what? A spittoon. Here's a medical lamp, and then this is from a billiards bar. They got one of these really old Toledo weight scales, and this is a professional medicine chest. Inside each one of those drawers is a little bottle of medicine. Have you ever heard of a Port Colborne window? This is what they look like. And this is a fanning mill, something I'm not familiar with. Here are 3 portholes and a warning sign. Don't put your head through one of them. I wonder what could happen. Never heard of an oak radiator, but it says that's what this is. Made of oak. Doesn't seem right to me having a radiator made of wood, but it's still in good shape. Well, that actually was a pretty small museum. It's just one floor. There's nothing up on top. Well, now let's go look at the canal. The bridge here over the canal is going up. You can see it rising. This big, huge block is coming down as the bridge is going up. Let's see how high it goes up. Well, it went up to right there. About, I'd say 2/3 up to the top there. And here from right under it gives you an even better perspective. And this is a bridge for cars to go across. And you can see a guy waiting there. He's going to be waiting a long time till the ship comes across and the bridge comes back down. Look at the size of the chains on this big block. Can you ever seen a chain that thick? We got 2 of them on each side here. Huge lengths on those chains. So here comes the ship finally. The big height of the ship is at the back end where they have the control room. There it comes, and yeah, they raised the bridge just high enough. Well, they probably got 20-30 feet from the very top of it to the bottom of the bridge there. Wasn't that interesting? And there's the big block going back up as the bridge is now coming down. And here's another good view of those chains. That's why I think those cars have been very patiently waiting for this. There we go. Now it's just 2 feet from the bottom. And you can walk across the bridge right here. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? And finally it stops. And squeals. Here's a shot of the bridge all the way down and the canal. There's a park right over there. And another boat that's docked on the side of the canal there. And here's an information plaque about the bridge. And the shot looking down the canal towards Lake Erie, way down there. Some interesting sights along the canal here. You can walk the whole distance of it throughout the city. And that kind of looks like a cruise ship. I wonder if they do have cruise ships that go through the canal here, that sail the lakes. And right across the street from the canal, various businesses here. Serendipities apparently is a clothing store. And here is that store, and wonder what kind of travel they do. And here is Marshfield Chocolates, and more stores here. Now let me show you their city park here. And look at this. It's PC for Port Colborne. And this says Historical Marine Museum. How about that? They did a really good job of making plants to say that. So here is their splash pad and playground. And I hear music. They got something going on here. There's a classic car show. I like that yellow Mustang there. Got an old Beetle there, and this is a Nissan Figaro. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Here's an old Mercury pickup truck. And then right here is an old Chevy pickup that's used for a garage. A lot of people showing off their prized possessions. Including this old codger. Another really nice yellow Mustang here. Nice paint job on this Chevy. I like the light blue trim. And this orange one is, I find it kind of amazing because it is a two-door station wagon. Wow. None of these have any signs showing the year and the make and the model. That's an El Camino. They even have some race cars here along with the oldie trucks. How do you like the color on this convertible? Well, there's a whole lot more cars here. I'm only showing you a few of them. And this car show is right next to the canal. Lots and lots of boats on the other side over there. Now somebody told me that I could park in the public parking lot here overnight. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, this is a very interesting town. Good day, folks.